Hey everybody, back again with another Axe-Fx II preset demo. If this is your first time watching these videos, I'm importing or loading into Axe-Edit into the Axe-Fx. Just straight factory presets, no tweaking, no editing whatsoever. I'm trying to show that there are just fantastic tones to be had straight out of the box. I think some people think that this unit is, very difficult and technical, and you have to know how to do all this crazy programming, and there is that. You can do that if you want to, but my mission is to show that straight out of the box with just the factory presets, you can get some really stellar tones. And I'm also focusing on the clean to lower gain side of things for now, because I feel like there's a ton of demos of like the high gain and heavier tones out there, but these don't get nearly as much love. So let's jump into it. Like I said, today we're going to be focusing on the Fender Twin Reverb. Now here in Edit, let me import my preset. Go into Factory Bank A, which is pretty much your meat and potatoes amp and cab presets. Go over here to the double verb, load it up, let the grid populate here a little bit. And now, like I've said in other videos, sometimes you see all this stuff in the grid. Only the things that are highlighted are active. So right now you have amp, cab, and reverb. Other than that, all these are just extras. Now on this preset, when I pick up the guitar and start playing, I'm going to engage a few of these things just because I think there are some cool tones to be had from here. But let's go over to the wiki and just get some basic information. I mean, if you don't know what a Fender Twin is, you haven't been playing guitar very long, but, for the sake of just having it out there, let's go check it out. This amp model is based on a 66 Fender Twin Reverb on the vibrato channel. It's a 66 blackface with the AB763 circuit. I don't know what that means. Powered by 6L6 tubes with the low and high inputs. 100 watt amp with 2x12 speakers. Now, there's one thing I want to point out with this amp. Some people, when they start playing some of the Fenders in the Axe-Fx II, they're a little bit thrown by how easy they break up. The thing is, if we go back over here to Edit, you'll see that the master volume is on 10. Since it's not it's not really a master volume amp, but the input drive is on 5. If you're playing a real twin at 5 or 6, you're going to get some breakup. The thing is, most people never get to play a twin that loud. Usually a twin on 2 is blowing people's face off. So that's where people get thrown off. And this is also simulating the high input. If you look down here on the screen, the screen here, Cliff said, and then Cliff is the who dreamed up this amazing machine, Cliff Chase. He says the twin reverb that the model is based on breaks up like that. The model is mimicked and is extremely accurate. It's a blackface twin which breaks up easy compared to layered twins. Furthermore, as with all models, it is modeled on the high input. If you don't want it to break up as easy, turn the input trim to 0.5 to simulate using the low input, and reduce the input drive and master volume as necessary. You may want to turn off the bright switch as well. People who want squeaky clean usually turn the bright switch off on these amps. However, you'd be surprised that the twin isn't nearly as clean as you think. It's just so loud that you get the sensation that it's clean because a light touch on the strings creates a lot of volume. So when I start playing, we will play with that input trim just a little bit, just to see how it sounds. It's not a drastic difference. I played with it earlier. But I'm going over here to the speaker cab. It's the 2x12 Twin Reverb Mix, the cab wiki. Number 91. It's just a 2x12 Twin Reverb Mix based on the 68 Fender Twin Reverb with two 12-inch Jensen speakers. Nothing shocking or mind-blowing there. So that's it. I mean, if you go back to it, the mid and volume pretty much straight up. Bass is backed off a bit. Like I said, the input drive's halfway, and master volume wide open, bright switches on, and that's it. So let's pick up guitar and see how it sounds. Okay. Well, I need a pick here. Okay, now I've got my my trusty Fender Tele here, and so this is how the amp sounds. Amp cab reverb only. Bridge pickup, volume wide open. So yeah, you can hear just a little bit of hair around the notes there. I guess middle pickup, wide open. You know, cleans up really nice. And then the neck pickup. So, you know, that's just your typical great, you know, really clean Fender tone. I mean, it's great for everything from, you know, like spanky country stuff to, you know, go to the middle position and get a little. Like the funk type stuff to, I mean, you go to the neck pickup and you. I don't know what it is about single coils and Fenders, but I mean, they just work. They just sound good. So okay, now we're going to come back over here, and I'm going to take the master volume. I'm not sorry, the master volume, the input trim. And I'm going to reduce it to 0.5, which is what Cliff said to do to simulate the low input. So I'll play one chord at the regular and then reduce it and see if you can hear a difference. That's at the normal input trim. 0.5, Jason. There we go. This is at the, you know, low input. And yeah, I can already hear it clean up, you know, a little bit. Now this is back at normal. That's the middle pickup, by the way. And now we're gonna go back down to the low input. See? So, I guess just to be thorough, we'll go to the neck pickup now. High input. I mean, you can definitely hear it takes a little bit of the edge off, so I guess if you wanted, you know, that type tone. It's there. So, I mean, that's your basic tone. Now, in the preset, of course, it has the 808. As always. And we'll kick that in a second, but it's got a comp here in the front of the chain, studio compressor. We'll kick it in so you can hear how it sounds. It definitely adds something that's preset. I'm really not a big compressor person. The only compressor I've ever liked that I had was a diamond compressor. And it was a very different, you know, optical compressor. It didn't squash as much, but I like what this does to the tone. So, off and on. so I mean, I think it really adds something cool. So now let's throw the 808 in front of it and get a little dirty. I'm going to go ahead and add a little delay too. It's just a tape delay, set it quarter note repeats. Add the 808 with the compressor still on, and now I don't know why it's been doing this. For some reason it's been like defaulting to like 30 beats per minute, which is terrible. So let's fix that. And so yeah, just the 808, it actually sounds, I mean, 808s were really, I guess, made for these kind of amps, for the Fender amps, because, you know, the Fender amps are a little scooped. They don't have as much mid-range, so you have this mid-boost overdrive that, you know, really kind of helps it sing. I think the reason I'm not an 808 fan, because I usually use amps that are have a lot more mids to them, so I don't like what it adds necessarily, but I mean, something about 808 and a Fender and single coils. So yeah, it sounds really, really cool. And you know what? I actually put new strings on it, so I'll do a quick switch here, so you can kind of hear what that sounds like. Bridge pickup. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Really cool tones. You know, with the right overdrive pedal, the right effects, it can cover a lot of ground. I think I'm running out of time here. I want to keep this as short as possible. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. And you know, please, you know, if you like the video, click like, subscribe to the channel. You can head over to my blog at www.thedotted8th.wordpress.com and check it out. Please comment, leave your feedback. If you think it was great, say it. You know, if you think it sucked, you can say that too. I can take it. But I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch, and you know, take care.
I got my boots laced